Hello. I forgot I was wearing that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Simon Says. This is Simon playing Feed Beats. And I've only done a couple of things since the last episode. I'm actually moving a bunch of stuff around, so this area is cleared out, and so is this stuff except for this chest, which I need to figure out how I'm going to partition it. Creeper finally blew up this worn path, so I did some time fixing it up, and I set up a QED. They're actually pretty easy to make. Well, I mean, okay, well, I got the actual QED itself from Phil, but I will need to make myself some of these components at some point as well. But I did make all the Ender Flux crystals, which are just Ender infused obsidian, which is 4 obsidian surrounding a Ender pearl, four of those, and an Eye of Ender. Cool. So yeah, so that's not too bad. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, so today I'm actually going to start to look into mechanism processing, and to do that, I think I'm going to put the mechanism stuff in here, or at least on this side, and I'll probably put some of the Ender IO processing over here as well, and some other things. So yeah, so it's not just going to be storage; it's going to be storage and processing. The idea for me is that when this gets done, it'll get put into the chest. Like, it'll run directly over to the chests over there, and it'll to the network over there, and it'll sort itself out. Okay, so nice sun. So I've already made the energized smelter. Now that's not too bad, not too hard to make with the stuff that we've already made. So we've made ourselves a steel casing, some more control. We've used some of our control circuits, and then it's just redstone and glass. And here we go. So this is the mechanism equivalent of a furnace. So if we just put like raw ores in there, it'll just say, okay, well, yes, it will. It will just say, it'll get, you give it one ore, you'll get one ingot. Like very basic smelting. Here's where we start to we'll get into doubling first, and then we'll get into tripling. So for doubling, we'll need an enrichment chamber. And what this does is it enriches ores into 2 of their dust counterparts, as well as perform many other operations. Okay, and this is also very easy to make, so let's go ahead and make it. Another steel casing, more control circuits, redstone and iron, by the way. So I'll put that next to that. Oh, I've got my metallurgic infuser in here as well, although I'm not sure I actually need it. Need to figure out how to work with that. Alright. So now, that's pretty easy. So like it'll go. So you put an ore into the enrichment chamber, you get processed into dusts. Then you throw the dusts into the energized smelter. Alright, so here's where it gets interesting. We need 2 more machines to get into tripling. We need a Purification Chamber, and we need a crusher. Okay, so how do we make the Purification Chamber then? An advanced machine capable of processing ores into 3 clumps, serving as the initial stage of 300% ore processing. So to make that, we need osmium ingots. We need... Okay, we need another enrichment chamber. And lots of enriched alloy. And advanced control circuits. So I am going to need a lot of enriched alloy then. How many of them do I have? I've got a total of 1. Alright. Well, I've shown you guys how to make these before, so I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and I'll be right. And then I'll be right back. Alright, so... Purification Chamber. First we'll need to remake our Enrichment Chamber. Throw that in there. And then we need to make Advanced Control Circuits. We need 2 of those. And then hopefully we should be able to just shift click this into existence. Oh. Nearly. Okay, but there it is. So... okay, so the Purification Chamber goes in over here. Now, there's actually something that we'll need, and that's oxygen for this. So let's see, we'll need an electric pump or an electrolytic separator. I'll work on that. As for right now, let's just keep going. Okay, so now we'll need a crusher, apparently. And a crusher is fairly simple to make. I just need to get some lava buckets. Just 2. Come on. Oh, right. I can't carry 2 at once. Alright, so we go over here, and put our lava buckets in there like so, and hopefully we should be able to just shift click the rest in. I'm really happy with how well this is getting done so far. Okay. Now, for the actual oxygen, you probably noticed that I don't have any power for these things yet. I'm not dealing with that right now. I just want to make sure that, I've got, the setup ready before I wire them up. Actually, something that I would like to see, and I'll do that soon, is whether I can just attach power to one of these machines. I'm not sure how that works, if that works with these mods. I don't know, I just remembered that there was one mod where you could just plug it into like one of the machines and then anything connected to it would get going. Anyway. Oh god, hang on. Right, so we need an electric pump, so let's have a look at that. And oh, well, that sounds like fun, but I don't need that right now. Anyway, wow, again, that's really simple to make. So I'll just take that, and then we need an electrolytic separator. Wait, split a certain gas into 2 different gases. Alright, well, we need an electrolytic core, which is... Okay, so we'll need gold and pulverized gold and pulverized iron. Okay. So we'll get out our sag mill briefly. And we just need... we're starting to run yeah, we're starting to run low on iron. I've only got... actually, I should... make more gold blocks. Right, so gold. We've got... Wow, we're actually running low on gold as well. Alright, well, good thing we're setting this up. So we'll just put a gold in there, we'll put an iron in there. Throw those back in. Alright, so we need an electrolytic core, so we'll make that first. And chuck that in, and then we'll make this. Okay, so let's say that the electrolytic separator would be here, and then I guess we would have some form of water there and the pump there. All right, let's get ourselves some water. Over here. Why do I finally fix that up? Oh, right. I am a dip. Okay. There we go. By the way, we survived the entire night with no mobs. That's sort of what I was going for with the Magnum torch. Alright. So the electric pump would be there. Again, none of this has power, so it's... yeah. Now, apparently, and I might actually go for this route, but we can recycle the hydrogen from the oxygen. Well, apparently it's produced by the electrolytic separator anyway. We can put that back into a generator and generate more energy. Sounds good. So I think I'd like to do that, but later. All right. Anyway, that should be tripling. Now let's get some power set up. Do I have any more energy conduits? I should do. Oh, whoops, I'm searching the wrong thing. Energy, yeah, okay, so I do have a few. Since we've got this this guy right here, I'm going to do something like this, or like I'll dig it into here so that we can still get into the place, and then, well, I mean, I say that and then I gotta do that. Alright, so water goes underneath the... Oh, you know what it is? Yeah, it's sucking up that water. I think I could probably do this a different way. Oh yeah, let's right click on this by the way, and you'll see that it's not actually carrying any water. Once I put this in, it'll start getting a bucket of water every half second. So, I think if I can pump this into here like so? Yeah, okay. Cool. But now we're running into the slight issue that we can't really do much with this because now we're full on hydrogen, and we need oxygen. Now, how do I guess if I wanted to pipe, let's see. Okay, so the blue tank will be where the hydrogen is. So yeah, I basically want to pipe that down into the... Yeah, okay, I think I can make this work. So what was the gas burning generator? Generator that harnesses the molecular varying gases to produce energy. Right. Let's make another... Oh, right. We need to sag down another piece of iron and gold. I'm trying not to use too much of this, but... Well, you know what? Once we actually get this, the tripling set up, I'm just gonna go ham on the processing. Alright. So, there's our electrolytic core. Now we need the gas burning generator. I'm very happy that that's so easy to make. Oh. Alright. God, energy conduits. And what else? Oh, I need to there we go. No, I just want it so that... Okay, I guess that's... Well, this was going. Now it seems to have stopped. Oh, whoops. Oh god. I'm kind of not sure what I did there. Let me look this up. Alright, well, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's have a look at how this processes ores. So I'm going to grab a stack of gold, because we sorely need it. Okay, so we put the gold into the Purification Chamber. And the oxygen is filling up with the oxygen in here. And the hydrogen is slowly filling up. Yeah, so you get these gold clumps. So okay, so we take the clumps and we put them in here. This is actually completely new to me. Like, I've never done the tripling before. And then we get this dirty gold dust, which we put into the Enrichment Chamber. Which slowly does its thing, which turns it into regular gold dust. Which then gets put into the energized smelter. Alright, I need to figure out how to do... Cool. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna let this run for a little while, so I'll be back soon. Although I will figure out how to sort out the energy generator. Alright, and I just finished setting up. Although, like, so now these are all feeding into each other properly. So really happy about that. And these are going to take a while to go, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's get some ME conduit. Just a little bit. And, oh, whoops. So let's get, hang on. May as well come around this way. Okay. So basically, once like all the, once this stuff is done processing, it's going to, well, it should automatically output into the system. So let's have a look. Alright, we have to set up to auto eject, but when we do, oh. So there you go. So now the gold is getting imported in, and we'll see as the gold pours in. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So it's starting to increase. So now, well, I think I'm going to do it for, going to do it for now. Next episode, I would like to set up an export bus so that any ores and stuff that we get while mining automatically go into the Purification Chamber. So yeah, so that's going to do it for now. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. That was a long one.